Alright, yo, what's up everybody? I just want to do a quick little video to talk about sub-weapons real quick because I know personally I was kind of sleeping on prioritizing and maximizing my sub-weapons, and it adds a lot of power to your team. It also helps you min-max against some of the harder level content when you're trying to complete it at a lower power level. And I just want to quickly explain it for anybody that was like me and kind of messed it up in the beginning. So I'm going to make a really quick video about it. Hopefully it's helpful to you, and let's get to it. So first of all, I just want to say, obviously, sub-weapons are not going to be the thing you should prioritize. Obviously, your main weapons or your growth tree, things along those lines, maybe even leveling up your materia sometimes could add a decent amount of power. But sub-weapons can also be really big as far as pushing you over certain thresholds for your stats, and we do that through our abilities. So before we even get to the R abilities, general rule of thumb that I've been using is that I try to level up my sub weapons to at least level 50 because it's fairly easy to get them to 50. So I think at least level 50 is what you should shoot for when you're leveling your sub weapons, just to give you that little extra boost of power. With that out of the way, let's talk about R abilities. These R abilities are going to be the way that you min max to defeat higher level content when you're a little underpowered. So there's a few key R abilities that you want to look at. For your main healer, you're probably going to want boost heal pretty high. Just in general, you're probably going to want boost magic defense or physical defense pretty high. And you're going to want to have boost HP high on all of your characters as well. HP might actually be the most important stat right now, especially early on in this game's life cycle. So I would definitely look into boosting HP, especially on your squishier characters. Like for me, my Lucia is my main DPS, which she has very low HP, and she typically gets one-shotted by everything. So I am trying to find some ways to min-max and boost her HP so that she can survive a couple of hits. Because obviously you don't want to lose your DPS in any fight. So hopefully we could get her to the point where she can survive a few more hits. But for this example, I'm going to be using Tifa. So let's talk about Tifa's R abilities and break it down. So if you click on Boost HP, you can see here that it'll tell you the required points to hit certain thresholds. So you want to push this up as high as possible. But it's a little easier said than done, because you look at something like this, where level 4 is 25 points. And then you look at something like Crystal Gloves, that adds 20 points of boost HP, but that's only if you're using it as a main weapon. When you use it as a sub weapon, you do not get all 20 of those points. So the way to check that is you just left click instead of holding it down, and then you go to R abilities, and it will literally break down every single R ability that you have equipped and what is giving you how many points. So for me, I have a total of 33 points of boost HP. I need 2 more to level it up. It's currently at level 4. My main total is 10, which I believe I am only getting from the costume. And then I'm getting an additional 10 from Crystal Gloves, and I'm getting 13 from the event weapon for Zac. So that breaks down everything for you. This little chart here is actually super convenient to let you know where you're at on certain things that might be beneficial to you to boost. So for example, if I wanted to boost my healing a bit more, it tells me that I need 6 more points to get to the next level. I'm currently at level 4, and that 21 of my points are coming from my main, which is probably Lifeguard Wraps mostly, and then the sub weapon that I have on that's giving it 8. I would probably switch this out depending on if that 8 less is going to drop us under level 4, but it's just something to consider when you're trying to min-max your characters, especially for certain fights. Obviously, like resistances and things like that, like boosting fire resist might be beneficial to you in the Ifrit fight, for example, so you might want to like focus on that for certain fights. But for the most part, I think general rule would be boost HP, some type of magic defense and or physical defense, and that's it, unless you are using like Cloud and the Murasame, you probably want lightning potency. If you were fighting Shiva, you would probably want ice resist. There's so many different ways to min-max, and this is going to open up so many more ideas for you on like what weapons you want to level, or maybe how you want to plan to use your resources going forward. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. I just wanted to do a quick little video here to explain some of the sub-weapon benefits and how you should be approaching your builds and gearing out your characters. If you guys found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Please hit the video with a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And also let me know if you guys want me to do a more in-depth showcase of how I like to squeeze out a bit more power for my teams. I know there's been a lot of videos made on this already, but if you guys just want to hear my input on it, let me know down in the comments section, and I'll try to get that video out as soon as possible. In the meantime, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.